Hello, I'm Isobel. This program has been immeasurable in terms of the impact on me and my journey. I came here wanting to see myself, to understand myself at a different level, and the expertise, the love, the support, and the impact of the program is just transformational. Well, my obstacles were I didn't do yoga 12 months ago, so I didn't think I could do it at the time. So it's a week away from home, so and the money, it feels like quite a lot of money, but everything just fell into place. I think just knowing that you want to do it and doing it. You know, someone that didn't do yoga 12 months ago to come and do this program is just incredible. Well, it's a bit like a learning curve that doesn't go like a bell curve. You just keep learning. It just builds. So the program builds from here, and you learn a bit and then a bit more. So in that way, and what it does to you kind of as a person is, in terms of really getting to know who you are, it is literally like taking off a layer at a time and learning more about yourself, your practice, a layer at a time. And some of the things you see twice and you think, well, really, do I need to see that again? But what's incredible is every experience is different, and also you hear different things through each of the programs, and so it really deepens that level of learning. Don't think about it, just do it, because all of the obstacles that are in your head are just in your head. Don't think about it, just get on with it. The 3 words I'd use to describe this program are there are no words. there are no words. It's just an incredible experience that you have to experience to understand it. It's just life-changing, I suppose. Absolutely life-changing.
Hopefully got something from that. If you're here live, then you can tell me in the chat what you took from anything that Isobel shared. If you're watching the recording, there's got to be a chat or a box somewhere, a comment box somewhere that you can tell me, probably below this video. So do let me know what you got from Isobel's share about her Inspire experience. She's one of our Inner Circle members, or ex-Inner Circle members, and she really, truly transformed her health. And she shared some of these things publicly in other testimonials, so I'll just share a little bit. She, part of this process was her overcoming, at some point in her journey, they found that she had some cancer cells in her body, and it really freaked her out, as it would for anyone. And she used this process, she used this story work and the Inspire process to really shift and heal. And then when she went back and did the scans, the doctors were kind of just blown away. And by the way, disclaimer, this is not the cure for cancer, but some people do experience these kind of tremendous healings. It wasn't just her health that she healed, she also healed her relationship at home, and transformed relationship with her kids. She connected with a higher purpose. She went on during Inner Circle to create her dream business. And when she finished up at Inner Circle, she was well underway to building that business and exiting out of corporate, which corporate's not bad, but it's just her journey wasn't to continue there. So she's on her way now. So well done, Isobel. Thank you for sharing that, even though it was a recording. Hope you're inspired by that as much as I was. So here's some of the things, right? Whether it's Isobel or any of our people talk about the connection to body, and the inner work is not just, mind and emotion and story work, but the story of our lives is told in our body. Our body tells the story of our lives. So that's one of the doorways of actually doing inner work, addressing it on the level of the body, breath, presence, awareness, connection. Confidence is another thing that I hear probably about 99% of the people that come into the Inspire process on some level or other want to work on confidence or having more confidence, whether it's speaking in front of groups or just generally being confident in their lives or confident in themselves, and self-esteem, and being able to go for what they want and not put themselves down. So confidence is just a byproduct of this process as well of inner work. Stepping into your power, that's one of the other benefits of this process as you start to peel away the layers, as Isobel was saying there, and clear out the obstacles in the way. You really start to step into who you truly are, the potential, this infinite potential that is dormant, that is sitting within you, and really start to wake that up and connect with that and start to allow that to move through you and live from that place, that power. Showing up, which sounds maybe simplified, but whether it's teaching yoga or or in your life, or just being a teacher to yourself, it's really showing up for yourself and showing up for those around you, and it's by showing up in our lives. It's by turning up, present, aware, awake, willing, ready. That's when we can actually start to create the kind of life that we want. Accountable, wanting to take responsibility for our lives. That's when we're in the driver's seat of our lives. So so much of this process actually allows you to show up, powerfully into your life. Transformation isn't just kind of theory. This process is about putting it into practice and you living your transformation. So it's not just kind of hidden knowledge or notes that you take, even though there's some really good notes from the sessions. It's not a note-taking exercise. You can finally stop hiding and really start to show yourself and show up as yourself. Speak your truth and express who you truly are and what's within you and what you want to express. If you've not, really allowed yourself to do that, or even if you didn't consider that you've got a voice for a message, that you can find that message and start to express it and share it, whether it's in the form of teaching yoga or other forms in your life, as our graduates have done. Being seen is one of the scariest things. People who, like in Isobel, for example, who's done presentations in front of large crowds, hundreds of people in their jobs and things like that, come in sometimes feeling lacking in confidence, because teaching yoga is not just about some bullet points on a slide. It's really about showing who you truly are, right? And being vulnerable with your students so they can see you. And that's one of the scariest things for us as human beings. So we do a lot of work on being seen. So therefore, when people come out of this program, whether they teach yoga or not, you allow you to be seen and you allow people to see you. Therefore, when they can see you for the truth of who you are, they can actually respond to the truth of who you are, not some fiction made up version of who we think we are or who we'd like to project into the world. Building of the layers. So each layer of the program, each session, each weekend, each section builds one on top of each other, like a foundation, so that it really starts to build into this the depth of what we do in the 9 days and the results, the combination of that at the end of the 9-day intensive part 2, which I'll actually go through the structure of the program shortly. And it's putting your learnings into practice during the process, not after. So, a lot of times if people want to come and teach yoga, I'll say, go put your name down for auditions straight after the 9-day intensive. And it's our people who get the jobs, because you've been putting into practice the learnings, the teachings from day one, from weekend one. So you start to live it rather than it just be head knowledge, like I talked about before. Accountability when you come back and the following weekends, so that you have your buddies and the group supporting you every step of the way, and you're holding each other accountable, so that if it's practice teach sessions or showing up for the sessions or supporting each other, you're there and you don't have to walk it alone, because as you probably know or have heard the quote that says, together we go further. And the greatest sense of community, because of the depth and intimacy of the program. This is, I'd say, one of the greatest and probably hidden benefits of the process, is that when you go through a really deep, intimate process together, lifelong friendships are formed. It's 16 years that I've taught is one of the things I'm really, truly proud of in this process, that our community is super strong, and it comes from when you walk the journey with others that at the beginning are strangers, but by the end of it, they become your greatest friends, strongest friendships, and lifelong friendships. Don't take my word for it. Mark my words, and you can come tell me if I'm wrong if you do make it to the program.